It's Chopper Fisher here, and today I'm going to take this original section of my XS650 frame, cut off whatever the hell this piece went to, and turn it into a lower mount for my lowbrow customs Fender. I had this motorcycle for all of 24 hours before I started cutting it in half and taking it apart. So I want to say this went to like an exhaust mount or something like that. I really don't know, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be repurposed today. I guess now the question is, do I want to use double bolt mount or single bolt mount? I think this one's gonna work. That sure as hell looks about right to me. Just gonna clean up the rest of the edges, get it ready for welding, and I'm probably gonna clean up the whole thing because I'm gonna be painting this frame right after this. That'll be in the next episode. I'm also recording today. No promises on when anything is ever going to be posted, by the way. As you can tell from previous statements, it is very difficult to actually stick to any sort of schedule. So I just got to do a little bit of bending to get it to sit exactly where I want it and to slightly wrap around the fender because the fender's not completely flat. There was a slight gap on both ends here, and I didn't like how that looked. So, and I bent this bottom piece out a little bit more, so now it sits pretty center to this, and it lines up enough to make Maddie happy. So I've got this temporarily held in with a bolt that I'm not going to be using, but just to keep the back plate flush up against the fender, and using those magnets to hold it into place. So I'm going to tack weld it, make sure it's going to stay right where I want it, and then finish it off and get this thing ready to go out for paint. So it did exactly what I was kind of anticipating it to do because I didn't have a bolt on this side. Pulled away just a little bit, which isn't the biggest deal in the world because I can just smack it with a hammer to get it to go back, which is why you only tack it first to compensate for the pull. So the same thing is going to happen when I weld on the other side. And I'm not a professional welder, so I'm just gonna wing it like I do with everything. So there is a homemade Fender mount for the lowbrow customs Fender. You can do that with any Fender. I hope that this episode inspires some of you guys to think outside of the box and create your own mounts for things instead of just buying the pre-made bungs. Not to not support brands like Lowbrow Customs and or some of the smaller guys that also make mounts like that, but to support your creativity, it is important. Because as you can tell, I'm supporting them in other ways. I have their Fender, but I'm not gonna buy their mount. I'm gonna make them my damn self. So if this episode has helped any of you in any way, shape, or form, please click like on the video and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the upcoming episodes. Up next, bringing this frame to my buddy Dan's house to get it painted. So stay tuned.